Hey everyone, Rep Sullivan here for our Friday video. Wanted to give you some highlights of the recently completed 3-day extraordinary special session. I'm sure you've seen a lot of the news reports. We'll kind of go through some of this together, give you some of the highlights. If I don't explain everything or you have some further questions, we'll have stuff in our newsletter. We'll have links in Facebook posts. Follow along with those. And of course, if you have any questions, feel free to call down here to the office. It's 303-866-5510. A couple of the bills that were passed is, I'll start out with the House bills. 1001 was grants to improve internal access to pre-K through 12 education. That was for establishing broadband. One of the problems that has been going on is, with all of the remote learning, there's a lot of areas that don't have the proper broadband to be able to get all of the schooling and get all of the details and the information they need. We helped and gave them some money to get themselves moving forward. There's still more to be done. This is just kind of a get started program. The second one was House Bill 1002. That was on the child care sector. So there was a lot of child care facilities that were in fear of closing down because people weren't using them because everybody is home and not doing them. Also was going to be an opportunity to allow people to maybe expand those for there to be more in-home type of child care. Grandma is watching more kids, that kind of stuff. So that was another one. House Bill 1003 was for food pantry assistance. This is a big concern. You see that, I think it's like 1 out of every 5 people that are going for food pantry assistance. Food assistants have never done it before. So it's adding an incredible burden on a lot of those. This was something that we added to help those people out. Had one about food service delivery restrictions, some others. There. Some of the Senate bills that came over. Senate Bill 001 was a relief for small and minority business and arts organizations. We heard that one in the Finance Committee. That was to help with $57 million of direct aid and grants to a lot of the smaller businesses, and also to allocate funds for the art and cultural businesses. Had no idea, learned this, that the arts generates $14 billion worth of GDP to the state economy every single year, with people not having the ability to go to art galleries, concerts, movies, all of that kind of stuff. We need to make sure that those facilities still stayed open. And those are some of the smaller type ones, minority owned ones. Not so much, we're not talking about the big chain, movie theaters. We're not talking about, the big concert venues. These would be the smaller type ones, because there was a concern about people who have bought tickets. Consumers have bought tickets for shows that have been canceled and or delayed and weren't getting their refunds back. So we addressed that in the information. Housing. Senate Bill 002 was housing and direct COVID emergency assistance. Of course, we have worries about evictions happening, making sure people can stay in their homes, and that was a big bill, and we're glad to be able to do something. But again, this is just the start. We're going to need the federal government to give us the CARES and HEROES Act money that we need to keep these people in their homes and to make sure that we move forward that way. The other one was Senate Bill 003, money for emergency utility bills. Of course, people, if you can't pay your mortgage, you're not paying the utility. We don't want people's, heat and lights and stuff to be turned off during these winter months. We offered some assistance, again, just a start. And then the last one was Senate Bill 004, transferring money to make money available for COVID. And so this was just a transfer of money from one department over to another, and to allow us to have that money to be able to disperse that for COVID emergency stuff. So a lot of things happened. We really, I think, did a lot of great work. Got some assistance out there. Now we're going to start generating that. We will be back here on the 13th of January to start the new session. Hopefully that start. It's going to start that day. Where we'll have to see how long it goes, depending upon the rate of COVID that's going to be going on in our neighborhoods and our communities at that time, on how long we'll be here. But we will, be back in session in no time. We'll talk to you next time. Thanks. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Check other parts of our website, our newsletter. We've got links to this, and feel free to ask any questions. Thanks. We'll see you next time.